Ever felt that prickle on the back of your neck? That sudden chill in a warm room? What if it wasn't just your imagination? What if it was a whisper from a world just beyond our own? Tonight, we're not just telling ghost stories. We're taking a journey to the 5 most haunted places on Earth, where the veil between the living and the dead is terrifyingly thin. So, turn down the lights, get comfortable, and let's begin. But be warned, what you're about to hear might just keep you up at night. Our first stop takes us to the windswept coast of California, to the infamous Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, known as The Rock. This island prison housed America's most notorious criminals. But long after the last inmate left, their tormented spirits are said to remain. Visitors and guards report hearing phantom footsteps echoing down empty cell blocks, the clang of cell doors slamming shut on their own, and disembodied moans of despair. The most active area, Cell Block D, the solitary confinement wing. Here, many have felt an intense, bone-chilling cold and a palpable sense of misery. One story tells of an inmate in cell 14D who screamed all night about a creature with glowing eyes cornering him. The next morning, he was found dead with unexplained marks on his body. Was it madness or something far more sinister that still stalks the halls of Alcatraz? Next, we journey to the United Kingdom, to the Borley Rectory in Essex, once called the most haunted house in England. Before it was destroyed by fire in 1939, this Victorian mansion was a hotbed of paranormal activity. The most famous spirit is that of a spectral nun, often seen wandering the grounds, her face filled with sorrow. Legend says she was a 13th century nun from a nearby convent who fell in love with a monk. When their affair was discovered, he was executed and she was bricked up alive within the convent walls. Her restless spirit is said to search eternally for her lost love. Witnesses also reported phantom carriage sounds, mysterious writing appearing on walls, and objects being thrown by unseen hands. Even after the rectory burned to the ground, the ghostly nun is still seen walking the path that bears her name, a timeless phantom of heartbreak. Now, let's travel to the dense, dark woods at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, Aokigahara, the infamous Sea of Trees. This forest has a tragic reputation as a place where many have chosen to end their lives. Locals believe the forest is haunted by the yurei, the angry and tormented spirits of those who died there. Compasses and GPS devices mysteriously fail deep within the trees. And many who enter claim to hear blood-curdling screams and sorrowful whispers carried on the wind. It's said that the spirits try to lure you off the path to get you lost forever in the silent, suffocating sea of trees. Spiritualists believe the immense sadness absorbed by the forest has created a powerful vortex of negative energy, trapping souls and tormenting any who dare to enter. Our fourth destination is a place of healing that became a monument to suffering, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky. Built to treat tuberculosis patients in the early 20th century, It's estimated that tens of thousands died within its walls. Today, their shadows are said to linger. The most famous paranormal hotspot is the Death Tunnel, a 500-foot-long body chute used to transport the deceased discreetly away from the living patients. People who venture into this dark, damp tunnel report seeing fleeting apparitions, hearing disembodied voices begging for help, and feeling the touch of invisible hands. On the 5th floor, the former children's ward, people have seen the ghostly figure of a little boy named Timmy rolling a ball. Others have encountered the spirit of a nurse who, devastated by an unwanted pregnancy, took her own life in room 502. Her despair is said to still echo in that empty room. Finally, we arrive at the Poveglia Island in the Venetian Lagoon, Italy. Its history is a catalogue of horrors. In the Roman era, it was a quarantine station for plague victims. Later, in the 20th century, it became home to a mental hospital where a cruel doctor allegedly performed twisted experiments on his patients. Legend says the doctor was eventually driven mad by the spirits he tormented and threw himself from the hospital's bell tower. Today, the island is strictly off-limits, but fishermen refuse to go near it, claiming they hear agonizing screams and that the soil is thick with human ash. Those who have illegally visited report being overwhelmed by a sense of pure evil, of being watched and physically pushed by unseen forces. Poveglia is not just haunted. Many believe the island itself is malevolent, a place where the dead refuse to rest. From a desolate prison to a cursed island, these places hold a dark energy that defies explanation. Are they simply old buildings with tragic histories, or are they genuine windows into another world? That's a question you'll have to answer for yourself. What do you think? Let me know in the comments which of these places you'd be brave enough to visit. Thanks so much for joining me on this terrifying tour. If you enjoyed diving into the darkness with me, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown. Stay safe, and whatever you do, don't look behind you.